Hi, and thank you for joining us here at Tax Talk UK, where we talk about all things tax and consider other important aspects of working for yourself, running a small business, and being self-employed. So today we're going to talk about confirmation statements for Companies House. Before I go on to that, if I could please ask you to take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you'll easily be able to refer back to this information if you should need to, as well as being able to find other information that we have available on a whole host of different topics, all aimed at supporting you in your self-employment. So back then to confirmation statements. So every limited company will need to send a confirmation statement to Companies House at least annually. So anybody who is trading as a micro-entity limited company will fall into that. If you're a sole trader, then obviously you don't have anything to do with Companies House, and it's not something for you to think about. So another important thing to remember is even if your company is dormant, you must still file your confirmation statement, and failure to file your confirmation statement could result in your company being struck off. So it is important. The confirmation statement previously was called the annual return, and it's basically a snapshot and a confirmation to HMRC of your directors and owners, the management and ownership of the company, and such administrative matters. So it's quite straightforward to submit, particularly if nothing has changed. Now, of course, if you do have any changes through the year, if your registered address changes, if your directors change, anything like that, then you should be reporting that change to Companies House as it happens. So really, when it comes to file your confirmation statement, it's a case of confirming that the directors, the shareholders, and the shareholding, your registered address, haven't altered, and reporting those changes. If they have, there is a fee to pay, which is a flat £13, and it doesn't take very long. It doesn't take very long to do. It's quite straightforward for the people who will be watching today. Our audience are likely to be micro entities, so really straightforward micro entity limited companies. So the confirmation statement should be fairly straightforward. You should know who your directors, your shareholders are, what your registered address is. Generally it should be just a case of confirming this. Now, in terms of how you file your confirmation statement, so the easiest way to do this is online through web filing. In the description, I'll pop the link to that. So once you've got your web filing account, you simply log into that and you just confirm the details that are held by Companies House for the directorships, the shareholders, the shareholding, and your registered address. Pay your fee, and that is all that is required. You will receive a confirmation, and you will be able to see on Companies House, because the confirmation statement will appear in the public domain. If you realise that you're late submitting your confirmation statement, so initially it's due on the anniversary of when you incorporated your limited company, but that can be changed over time, brought forward. If so, on the due date you have 14 days to file it. If you realise that you're late, then just file it. That is no problem. Just file it as soon as that you are able to. If you don't file it, then after a certain amount of time, Companies House will start the process for striking off your company. And if that has happened, but the company hasn't actually been struck off, then the way to resolve that is simply to file the confirmation statement. It really is that simple. Remembering when it's due is probably the trickiest thing. And but if you log into your web filing account for your company, you can actually set up your email for e-reminders. If it's on the dashboard when you log in, and if you select that, add your email address, you'll need to confirm the email that's sent to your email address to confirm that that's okay to add that, and then you will get reminders of when things are due to be filed. So that would be the most straightforward thing to do, I would suggest. So so just to summarize then, so the confirmation statement is for limited companies. So if you're trading as a limited company, that means and that you need to file a confirmation state at least annually. You need to do that within 2 weeks, and you will need to pay a £13 filing fee, and just basically confirm the details held by Companies House. If when you come to file your confirmation statement, you realise you've forgotten to update something to Companies House, then simply file that update at that time. So hopefully this helps you to understand what a confirmation statement is, who it applies to, and how to go about doing that. As I mentioned earlier, please do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.